Okay, good morning. Here I am once again at the corner of Blair and Thompson. Here's my stop sign. Here's my sidewalk. So I'm gonna walk on the sidewalk, and today I'm going to surprise you. Let's see where I go today. All right, I am not crossing the street. I am going to walk all the way along Blair, okay? And people stand here to catch the bus. We're passing by our speed bumps, just like the last video. The apartments are over here. That's a landmark we have on this road. We're going to pass by all the signs that we identified last time. See if you remember them. Here's one of them. Here's another one. Here's another one of these things. What's it called again? Let's see if you remember. So we're following the same route we did last time, but we're going to go farther and see where we end up. And I bet you can tell me. So we'll see. So we're going to cross over here. This is Riverside Run. They're looking and listening. Here comes a car, but it is parallel to me. Watch this. It's parallel, and I'm walking across. Here comes another car. It's also parallel to me. And I am on the sidewalk, so it's all good. And there's that old abandoned house, a good landmark. Here comes another car. Which one is it? Is it parallel to me or perpendicular to me? What do you think? Here's one of the signs we identified last time. And here is the trail. There's our warning strip. We have the right of way. But look what happens here. Uh-oh. I don't have a sidewalk anymore. What do I do? Walk a little bit. I'm going to cross over because I can see that now there's a sidewalk on the other side of the street. And sometimes that happens in a neighborhood. You're walking along and you run out of sidewalk, and they only have it on one side of the street, and sometimes they change it. Probably because if you look over here, there's a big ditch. So they started the sidewalk up again on the other side of the street past the ditch. All right, so I'm gonna look to the left. I don't see any cars. I'm gonna look to the right. I don't see any cars, and I don't hear any cars. So I'm gonna cross over this little street, Blair, and I'm gonna look for my sidewalk. And here it is. So I'm back on the safest spot for me to walk. And you probably see people walking on the other side of the street because this is a quiet neighborhood, but it's always better to be on the sidewalk if you can. Let's see if you have any idea where I might be going. I'm still walking on Blair. I haven't turned off of that street. I'm gonna keep going straight ahead. And here is another court. It's called Kenneth Court. Remember what a court is, just like what you live on, all right? And I'm gonna cross over. There aren't any cars. I do hear a car coming behind me, but once again, it is parallel to me. Which means what? You remember? It means that the car is running parallel or next to me, and we're not going to intersect or hit each other. All right, we're going to keep going. And once again, we ran out of sidewalk. But it's an easy fix. All I have to do is walk down here into a part of the street where people just park. I have to step over a little curb. And now I'm walking in a parking lot of an apartment. But I'm about to get back to the sidewalk. So sometimes in a neighborhood like this, you'll have breaks in the sidewalk, but you just do your best to find the sidewalk again and get back on it. And when you're not on the sidewalk, you just stay as close to the edge of the grass or whatever you have where the buildings are and not in the street. So stay as far away from the street as you possibly can all the time. All right, now I'm back to a parking lot, and I'm going to have no sidewalk soon, I think. So we'll practice a little bit of walking without a sidewalk, which we have done before. All right, so I'm gonna stay, here's a curb. Since I don't have a sidewalk right now, I'm gonna stay very close to this curb. See this white line? I'm gonna stay to the left of the white line if I can. I'm gonna walk in the grass because the white line is the edge of the road where the cars would be. So as long as I don't have a big drop off over here in the grass, I'm just gonna walk in the grass. That's the safest bet for me. And if you notice, I turned left off of Blair Road. I'm walking right by some houses. You see the mailboxes. There's poles and things here, but I can still walk in this little patch of grass safely and without falling down. So that's what I'm doing. If I had to walk on the street, I would just stay right here on this little part, this little edge of asphalt. But like I said, since I have some grass, I'm just gonna go with it. Oh look, here is another one of these things. Remember what that's called? It's for the cars. It helps the cars to slow down. I'm being very careful where I step. And these instructions are for people who don't use canes, okay? If you were using a cane, I might give you some different advice, but since you're using your vision and your hearing or auditory senses, we're doing it a little bit different, all right? So I'm about to turn off of this road that I've been on And I think you're going to recognize where I am when I do this, okay? So once again, I don't really have a crosswalk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look to the right, going to look to the left, and I am at a T-shaped intersection, all right? I'm in the big top part of the T, and then the bottom part of the T is going that way, all right? No cars. I don't hear them or see them. I do hear a woodpecker. I'm gonna go this way across the street. Once again, I don't have a sidewalk, so I'm just gonna get very close to the edge of the asphalt. And this is a very wide street, so I feel pretty safe to walk on it. And it's not the busy road. We're about to head up to the busy road, which you will identify for me when I get to it. Here comes a stop sign. Let's see if you can tell me what road I'm on, and then I will show you the sign. And I'm going to come up to the edge of it, but I'm not going to stand in the middle of it. I'm standing in the gutter, right next to the curb. Let's see, here's a lot of cars. We have been on this street many times. I'm going to zoom in to things, see if you recognize anything. Does any of this look familiar? Here comes the sign. It's North Prospect is what I was walking on. And then the name of this road that I'm looking at, or that I was looking at, is there it is. Remember that one? Let's break it up. Nice. All right, so we're going to observe the traffic here a little bit. And we'll play a little bit of parallel and perpendicular. All right, so here is this truck that's beside me, basically. It's going out onto the road, and that truck was parallel to me. Now it is perpendicular. So remember what perpendicular means. Perpendicular means that the cars are coming in front of me like this, all right? And if I were to step forward, they would run over me, all right? So here are some perpendicular cars. So the perpendicular traffic is on Indian Head Highway. It's the traffic that I'm facing. So I'm looking at it with my face. If I want to make it perpendicular or a parallel traffic, all I have to do is turn sideways. All right, now Indian Head Highway is on the left side of me, and you can hear some cars. You'll hear some cars coming behind me, and you'll see them going past me. There goes a parallel traffic car. All right, so we've got parallel coming. There it is again, another parallel car. All right, and I think that's it for this session. Actually, I think I'll turn and make the perpendicular Indian Head. There's perpendicular. Oh, here comes a good one. A nice, big, loud perpendicular. All right, perpendicular traffic is the traffic that's in front of me that I'm facing. And if I were to step into that traffic, I would get run over, all right? So whenever we're crossing a street, we are looking for and following the parallel traffic, because that is the traffic that is next to us. All right, and while I'm here, we can also show you that I am here at a plus-shaped intersection. Remember that? It's shaped like a cross or a plus sign. So there are two roads that intersect. One is Indian Head, and it goes left and right. And then the other road, Prospect Avenue, is beside me, and it goes this way. All right? And they're really going north, south, east, and west. I'm not sure which way these are, but we can figure that out another time. All right, that's it for today, and I will talk to you again later.